It is not hard to imagine that the ocean is one of the most mysterious places. In fact, most of the seas remain unexplored, and people frequently stumble upon unusual or even frightening things in these waters. Here are 6 of the strangest discoveries made in the ocean Apollo rocket engines. One of the engines from the Apollo 11 rocket, responsible for taking humans to the moon in July 1969, was retrieved from the ocean in 2013. This discovery was led by billionaire Jeff Bezos, who is not only known for his ventures in space, but also for his underwater explorations. The engine was found at a depth of 4 kilometers and had been resting on the seafloor for 40 years before finally being brought to light again. Brinicles, underwater icicles of death. This rare phenomenon occurs deep in the ocean, primarily in extremely cold waters, posing a threat to various marine species. Brinicles, often called icy fingers of death, can freeze any living organism that comes into contact with them. The phenomenon was first captured on film by a BBC team. Essentially, brinicles form as hollow tubes descending from the surface toward the seabed. They can be fatal to creatures like sea urchins and starfish, which die upon touching these frigid formations. Train graveyard under the sea. In 2013, a team of archaeologists discovered an underwater graveyard of trains about 30 meters deep off the coast of New Jersey, USA. Several locomotives dating back to the 1850s were found at the site, raising many questions. There are no records of railroads in that area, nor any mention of lost trains from that period. Some experts believe that the trains may have been transported on a large cargo ship that was caught in a storm, causing them to fall into the sea. Others suggest they might have been deliberately thrown overboard to stabilize the ship during rough waters. Swollen whale. In 2016, an Australian fisherman encountered a frightening sight in the Indian Ocean, what looked like a massive pink balloon floating in the water. Initially, he thought it might be an unknown sea creature or even something alien. However, upon closer inspection, he realized it was the bloated carcass of a whale in an advanced stage of decomposition. The unusual swelling was due to gases that had built up inside the whale's stomach. As the fisherman moved away, a group of sharks approached and began biting the carcass, causing it to deflate. Fortunately, he left in time, as whale carcasses can sometimes explode from the pressure of these gases. Which of these discoveries caught your attention the most? Let us know in the comments. Until next time. The Antikythera mechanism. This curious instrument was discovered in 1901 between the islands of Kythera and Crete in Greece. It is believed to have been created around 87 BC and was almost entirely corroded when found. However, it contains gears, which puzzled scientists for years. It wasn't until the 1950s that its purpose began to be understood. Today, the Antikythera mechanism is considered the oldest known analog computer, likely used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses. It is currently on display at the National Archaeological Museum in Athens, Greece. Yonaguni monument discovered in 1986. This massive rock formation remains a mystery. Although some argue that it is a naturally occurring geological structure formed millions of years ago, others speculate that it could be a remnant of the lost continent of Mu. According to this theory, the structures were once above water about 10,000 years ago, part of a larger landmass that tectonic activity later submerged. Many respected archaeologists dispute this theory, yet the site continues to spark debate to this day.